Hey guys, Dark Fate here. Today is going to be a model review, so let's get right into it. Today I'm going to be reviewing the 1 to 100 scale, no grade or high grade Gundam Astraea Type F from Gundam 00F side story. So one thing before I get started is I actually have been battle damaging this. I haven't done the actual Gundam yet, so that's why I just wanted to do this quickly. But, so here it is. Here's what he looks like. He's pretty big. He's about, it's a little bit hard to put him on my hand, but he's about this high. Let's go right into articulation. So, articulation, we'll start with the arms. Arm goes 360, like that. It bends at the shoulder and goes up a little bit. Goes up to about that high. It doesn't go back at all. It does spin 360, kind of at the, I guess you'd call that the fore shoulder or something. I don't know. Of course, the hands go 360, so I don't need to do that. Head, it won't go It'll probably go. It goes about this far. It doesn't really go about that far, just because there's these fins on the sides right here, which one is falling off, and they're just the fins on his head and stuff that makes it so he can't go that far. The legs can go about this far. It isn't very far. I mean, they can stretch out like that, about that far, and the feet can go up like that. Or they can go down. They also have an extra joint in the foot, so it can kind of like go into like a running kind of phase. So it's like, it's kind of hard to see it, but it goes into like a running phase kind of look. Yeah. So so yeah, that's kind of what the feet are like. The little things up here, they go right about that high. They don't really go high at all. The back things, they can go up like that. There's a lot of like little movable pieces in the back. There's beam sabers here, so they can go out like this, or you can put them in like that. In the front, I forgot to mention, these on the sides where these little vents are, they do move. Not very much, but they do move. So yeah, that's kind of it on articulation. There is a lot of kind of moving. Oh, and the front skirts. Front skirts go up like that. It does come with an alternative front skirt. It's more kind of like the Astraea. So yeah, that is it on articulation. It can't really go back very far on the legs since of the back skirts. Let's get into the accessory. Oh, well, I guess I'll talk about the color. So the color, obviously, it is red. Yeah, it's red, basically. It kind of looks like purplish in this. So, but it's actually, it's like a very red color. It has whites right down at the shin and at the top of the leg. Also, you probably can't see it very well, but on the back, right here, on the back of that white is also, this is like rubber. It has like a burgundy. That's what those darker colors are. It isn't black. So like this here on the side of his hips, up here where the vents are, those are all burgundy. Then the joints are kind of like, like the joints and like this stuff, and up here, it's kind of like a grayish brown. It's kind of hard to describe the color. But yeah, so primarily this model is red. So yeah, that is about it on the articulation and color scheme. Now, like I said, I have been battle damaging, so if you guys will be seeing like these weapons and stuff to be like holes in them and stuff like that, or like dents. So that's what it is. I'm just not done with it yet. So here's the shield that it comes with. You probably can't see the battle damaging very well, but yeah, you can see that big hole right there. But I will be putting up high-res pictures of this once I'm done. But yeah, so that's kind of what it looks like. The shield, all you do for the shield is right here, there's a little notch right there, you can see. and you just plug it in. So you just take the shield and plug it into the arm. It's kind of hard. I mean, it's kind of self-explanatory. You just plug it in. So it's like that. One complaint I will just get out of the way right now is this thing is very posable, but it doesn't come with a stand. And the box comes with a stand. I think it's stupid that it wouldn't come for a stand with this kind of guy. So that's the shield. What else? Let's look at the beams. It comes with 4 beam sabers. Well, it comes with 2 beam sabers and 2 beam knives. If I could find the second knife, that would be cool, but it looks like I'm not finding it right now. But it doesn't really matter. I can show you it. I have one of them. So it comes with 1 beam. Well, it comes with 2 beam sabers, and it comes with 2 of these little beam knives. I think the other one is just down in this box. I just can't really see it right now. But so yeah. Now to get the beam sabers, on the back, like I said, there's these things that go up and down. You don't have to put them up, but I'm just gonna put it like that. You just take it off. It just comes right off. You could easily. It stays in place though, so that's good. Then it's like any other beam saber. You just plug it in where the little notch is, like that. Beam saber. One thing I do like about this guy, which I guess you can do it with probably any Gundam, but it actually looks really good with this dude, is that you can put the beam swords like backwards, you know, like a knife, kind of like a ninja. So you could put it in like that, and then you could have it kind of like a kind of ninja kind of knife kind of thing. It looks a lot cooler when you have with the knife version. One thing I would say, be careful of this. You know, in some pieces in Gundam models, you could just kind of take off without using the clippers. Well, I decided to do that with these, and I actually I broke off this like about right here. This part broke off, so I had to glue it on there, but it's all good. So you just do the same thing. I think it looks a lot cooler when he has like the knife version, because it's a lot like a ninja. You just kind of put it up, have his arm out, you know. I think that looks pretty sweet. But yeah, so that's his knife that he can have. Plus it just looks kind of sweet, and then he's just holding that like that. So those are the knives. Let's take that out. And just take out the beam. I'm going to put those back in his back. Next up, he does come with 2 projectile weapons in a sense. Well, they're guns. Well, one of them is a gun. The other one is a bazooka. One thing I do have a complaint with is, at least if you have don't really have nails, the sword or the shield is a bitch to get off. It really hurts too. It hurts your fingers. Got that off, and one of his hands fell off. Oh, there it is. But yeah. So I'll bring out the 2 guns next. Let me plug his hand back in. This is a plug-in hand. And then it comes with a gun and a huge bazooka, which is pretty sweet, I think. Okay. So I'll do the gun first. So this is the gun. It's just like a machine gun, you know. That's a green sticker, by the way. So all you do with the gun, let me take out this GN blade part. We'll get to that later. All you do with the gun is, see this at the top there, that little stock is? There's a plug part. So you just plug that into the arm, put in the handle, and then you just plug it in to the arm. And then he has his gun. It's pretty posable. I mean, you can kind of have him in like firing position, kind of like him going like jumping backwards or something, like, you know, like bam, boom, bam, bam, like him coming down. But it looks pretty good. I think the gun actually looks really nice. It's a cool gun. So that's the gun. Next up is the huge bazooka. It's pretty big. I mean, it's pretty big when you look at it next to him. It's about half his size, actually. So I mean, it's pretty big. So what you do with this, at at the top here, you see the little pegs on here. You just, at the top here, where those little fins are on the sides, you just take off one, and I just knocked off his V-fin. But you just take off one of those, because you could peg it in. So all you do is you take this, put it right side up, and then you just, it's kind of hard, I've only done it once, but you just kind of, it's a little hard to get in, I will admit, but yeah, you just do it like that, and then it's in there. So I'll move it back a little bit. It's really big. So what you do is you just, the handle moves up and down, so you could put it down like that. It's a lot harder to hold that way.